This is a poem about desire. I ain't dead yet and I still feel the fire. It's a blessing, it's a curse. Knowing you makes it worse. Things change. Things can be strange. Dance with a stranger and what you get is danger. Danger, danger, stranger danger. You're not really a stranger, but you are a danger. I know you like the same things as me, but I don't know how you feel about slam poetry. So you text me and we talk about phones. Phones and age. Phones and change. The years go by, nothing is the same. String, wind-up, Bakelite, VoIP, wireless, satellite. Now I own a piece of the galaxy. Space age, space junk. Phone sex, sexting, sexting. Is it art? Is it smart? Does anyone give a... 2 a.m. and the messages still flying. I know what you want and I know what I want. I want danger, not with a stranger, with you. I know what I want, and what I want is phones, art, sex, and you. You know what you want too. You want me to give up my beautiful life, stop being a wife, and get into strife, tempting me down into the depths of the ocean where the mermaids sing and you'll never hear a phone ring. I hear those mermaids singing each to each, while you float gently just out of reach. Are your trousers rolled? Let them unfold. I will unfurl my seaweed hair in space. As beneath the sea, no one will hear us scream. Are you worth it? Are we worth it? What I know is worth it is phones, art, sex, and you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is one kind of love, but there are many other different kinds of love. Here's another kind. 25 years. 25 years. 25 long, long years was how long it had taken between the time Deuce LeSucre and Jake Butel had one night of love after the legendary gig of the Jared Hayne Experiment in the Hopetown Hotel and before they saw each other again. Deuce was the barmaid who served Jake his triple bourbons before the gig. She didn't think much of the Jared Hayne Experiment, just passing them off as another bunch of cowboys. But after she heard those pounding drums, then something, the magic kicked in. They spent a night of love together. Breakfast next day at the Ocean Cafe in Elizabeth Street with the best bacon and eggs in Sydney. They vowed to meet again that very night. But Deuce never appeared and Jake, heartbroken, swore never to love another woman again. What Jake hadn't realised was that Deuce was married to Roberto Amaretto, the owner of the Hopetown Hotel and leader of the well-known bikie club, the Jackals. And when Deuce got home that morning, Roberto greeted her, not with a rolling pin or a Magnum 45 as she might have expected, but with whiskey in his hand, tears in his eyes and an ultimatum on his lips. If she continued seeing Jake Butel, Jake would end up in the Long Pork small goods factory and be as mild Hungarian salami sold to the unsuspecting. That was another venture of the Jackals. Deuce fought back. She threatened to go to the Australian Taxation Office and reveal all she knew about Roberto's crooked dealings, until it occurred to her that she had co-signed all those dangerous documents. If he went down, she went down too. So thinking quickly on her feet, she came up with another idea. They would leave Broadway in Sydney for the bright lights of Broadway in New York, where Deuce could make one final attempt to become a star. If only she had realised that Times Square is in Broadway too. After a few sad years, selling her wares in Times Square, Deuce was relieved to find that Roberto was killed on 9/11 by a piece of falling debris as he was walking past the Twin Towers. He was immediately acclaimed as a hero, and Deuce was then free. She was able to go home to Sydney and teach sweet but snotty little toddlers how to dance until she met Jake again. But as I told you, ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of this story, love does change over time, and 25 years is a very, very long time. Remember Jake's vow never to love another woman. He had not vowed never to love anyone again. this is what happened next. You've heard of the love that shouts its name from the rooftops, and the love that dare not speak its name, except in Newtown or Balmain. Here's a new one I'll try to explain, the love that does not know its name. We look related, he and I, with the same colour hair and the same colour eyes. I'm a little taller, he's a little younger, it balances out. We bicker like noisy miners in my jacaranda tree, and between us drain dry the vineyards of 4 states. When we park, he neglects the handbrake. He thinks I am too cautious. I know he is too careless. Years ago, when I went travelling with a different man, they raised their eyebrows because we shared a room. Now they raise them because we don't. Their eloquent expressions asking us the questions they are too polite to say. What's wrong with you? Are you not speaking? Is this the make-up trick that's not working? Are you married to other people? You can't fool us. We know what you're really up to. For 10 days we travel the endless southern coasts and endless sunless forests, needing no other company but each other's. We are never bored. Look, there's a koala. Do we really need to see all 3 caves? I never wash anyone's clothes but mine. But he takes mine, moist with leaky female fluids, and washes them with his without a qualm. I fold his holy undies, gently chiding him. Real passion killers, you'll never get lucky with those, and ensure his grubby socks turn snowy white. Our dirty little secret stays, unwanted, unwashed, at the bottom of the laundry basket. He's a fag, I'm his hag. I hate those words. They sound so 50s, so closeted, so out of date, so not who we are. I don't want to share you, he says. If a straight guy said that, it would be romantic. A few violins and heavy breathing. But he says it. We're both confused. You're not my mother, sulking like a petulant 3-year-old. He's right. I'm on the road to escape from mine. We share little snippets of love. Dude, babe, sweetie, honey, mate, darling. Finally, we work it out. Heart's brother, soul's sister. We wash our human stains away, so our love is pure as angels. Thank you very much.